What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Coach's Corner. My name is Mexi V, aka Deb. I have Coach with me as usual. Keely could not be with us tonight, but we do have a special guest. Everybody, welcome Uncle Steve.
What's going on? What's
What's up,
going
Unc?
on?
What's
How
up,
y'all
What's
Unc?
doing?
good?
Thank you for
I,
joining
I
us.
can I cannot reach the heights of my tall friend Keely, but I definitely that's a tall brother. I met him a couple of times at the game, and but I'm gonna try my best to fill his shoes for you guys.
Oh
So
man, well,
enjoy the
we
show.
appreciate
Enjoy
you.
the show. I truly
We
enjoy the show.
appreciate you for coming.
Yes, sir.
Before we move on, just want to say, prayers to Keely for safe travels across the
Yes,
water.
yes.
We with you, brother. Hope you make it there safely and back safely. But go ahead, Dad.
All right, Uncle Steve. So before we get into our heartbreak, that was Sunday. We gotta hit you with our signature questions.
Okay.
Every time a guest comes in, we have some questions for them.
Sounds good. Do I
First,
get
how
paid?
did no?
Oh,
Yeah, your check's
no.
already in the mail. Unc. Your check's in the mail. Unc. Already
All right,
dispersed.
maybe not. All right. So,
Depending on your answer, that's how
okay.
much.
Oh man.
Okay, so first question is, how did you become a Falcons fan?
Ooh, probably through my father, man. My father was, rest his soul. He was a huge Falcons fan from the time they started. He moved from Columbus. Once he got out of the military, moved from Columbus up here to Atlanta in '68. So the
Mhm.
Falcons were just coming through. He stuck with them. So I went to many a games. Some I remember. Well, most I remember. Some I don't. But I've just always been red and black for the Falcons the whole time. Favorite team, period. All sports.
Awesome, awesome,
Mhm.
awesome.
Mine as well.
Hey,
Yeah, out of all sports, the Falcons is my favorite out of all sports.
absolutely.
So I'm with you on that.
Football, yeah.
Yes.
It's just so exciting. Football is just to me so exciting. So
But
the
it's just
second,
so short. Ugh, that's the problem.
so what?
So
So
short.
sure.
So short. Yeah. Like right when you start really getting into it, it's over.
Uh, I guess, yeah. I
Okay.
just get excited the whole game. I'm just like, maybe it's just because I'm a Falcons fan and my blood pressure is high like every game, but.
Got to work on that, man. Everybody deals with that. Everybody.
Everybody,
Everybody.
for sure.
Yes. No doubt. No doubt.
All right. So, second question: who's your favorite Falcon player of all time?
And it's
Mm.
not really that hard, man. William Andrews, from the time he was drafted out of Auburn, uh, and he actually represented the first winning part of the Falcons. We had Bartkowski, we had the little pieces together, but once William Andrews came onto the team to give us a dependable running game, just the fortunes changed for Atlanta, and I just rolled them heavy thighs on with him as he was busting through lines and stuff like that. But William Andrews have always been my favorite Atlanta Falcon. Had a chance to uh, meet him in person once and actually talk to him online one time too. A little mini interview uh, about a year or two ago. So that's my guy.
You see the
Okay, right. You
shots
see,
fired already,
Oh
Steve,
no,
don't you?
I missed what happened. Uh,
Tidy
The the,
said, "Hopefully, the guy with the beard
the
don't
shots
start
were
singing."
fired.
you know what? That you know what? There's so much I can say right now, but I'm not because my good buddy is over there. And just out of curiosity, in case y'all see a couple more people, uh, those of you who are part of Uncle Steve's Lounge, I appreciate you all. What I need each and every one of
Yes,
you
we
to do
appreciate
at y'all coming in, please go find the coach's corner. It's right there. No sure he's gonna put the link in there again. Make sure you hit the subscribe button more importantly, and then hit the like button afterwards. But more importantly, we want to hit that subscribe button because Dre has always been a big supporter of a majority of things that I've done. And I just want to make sure I send that love back. So if y'all don't mind, if y'all are in Uncle Steve's Lounge watching, please make sure you subscribe to the Coach's Corner. Thank you.
And we
Thank
appreciate
you.
that.
Thank you.
We
We appreciate
appreciate
it.
that.
Mhm.
Absolutely. All right. So let's rip the band-aid off. Sunday's game, right?
Wow. Wow.
Another one bites the dust. I'm joking.
Nope. Let me not sing. Do. Another one bites the
Oh, there he goes with the
it,
singing.
it definitely is. I feel like the Falcons are radio. You know, the like just can't get right. You know, just just we are the radio of the NFL.
Pretty much.
It's so nuts, and I'm not
Oh, you're cutting out a little bit.
phone call. In a minute. I am not one. Yeah, am I better?
A little.
Is that
A
better?
little. It was coming. Yeah, I can hear you now.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah. I can
Mic
hear
check,
you.
mic check.
I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, my bad. I got a phone call. I got a phone call in the middle of that. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah. So for me, I wasn't upset that I'm not upset that we lost. I'm upset how we lost. Like, again, this is a young team, so I'm expecting, hard games. I don't think no game would be easy, but to lose in this fashion, a simple kick, then your quarterback has does he not just dirt the ball? We could have had a chance. It's I don't know what it is, man. But I'm not upset. I'm really not. At this point, it's like, oh, okay, we dropped another one. Oh, all right, move on. Time to move on. But again, young team. I think I've been saying this all along. For those of us who've been joining us, next year is really where I will start to put, emphasis on winning and put my full force behind the team because I think next year will be a lot better because our rookies and young players will have more a full year experience. I just think things next year will be a lot better. But to drop one in this fashion, I mean, it stings, but I'm not upset. So that's my thought process.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead.
I apologize. So I think what disappointing has been a word synonymous with this team for the last few years. And I think coming into this year, and you might as well say going into 2024 as well, when you see these new pieces, there is no doubt there is more talent on this team this year than it has been in the past. Can we go back about 5 years? And I think because we had a glimmer of hope when you see the Jalen Walkers, when you see the uh, Pierce coming in, you see Xavier Watts coming, you saw the promise of Billy Bowman, and you also see what good coaching on that side of the ball can do, even with the young fellas. Dorless I had no idea Dorless was going to be this good. I had no idea London would be a factor. I had no idea that. Well, actually, I did. Zach Harrison
All
was
right.
going to be what he was.
You
Zach Harrison.
gotta watch what you say about London here on here. That's,
Oh, I'm sorry.
she's in love.
That's my
She's in
husband.
love with some London.
Is it? Okay. I didn't know. Well, hey, truth be told, I had no clue. Why would I lie? So,
Right.
Good job.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah.
But I didn't. That's being honest. Um, hey, but whatever Jeff is selling, the defense is buying
Bye.
from a selling standpoint. I don't want to get into the retreading of the Zach Robinson lynching that we're trying to do, but at the same time, it is obvious that if we had some capable coaching, on that side of the ball, I think some of these games wouldn't end in a disappointing way. And that's the part that bothers me the most, guys. I'm just disappointed at just some of the coaching on especially that offensive side.
Yeah, yeah. I'm with
Absolutely.
you on that. I think that's why I'm so um, not disjointed. I don't really know what the word is because I'm still here, but I'm not as engaged. I guess is
Mm,
because Zach. I knew Zach was coming back again this year, and I had issues with him last year and seen issues with his coaching last year. So I knew it would translate to this year. So I'm like, oh, well, I mean, you know, I thought we would be a lot better with because of our defense. But again, we could barely score last year either as well. So,
true. It's true.
nothing really has changed. So I think, again, that's why I think next year, hopefully, it'll be just completely different. So,
Mm. I, I'm sneaking a look over in the chat, and I see Keely said, "Well coached teams finish better in close games," and that's just the truth. And
yeah,
if you look at the difference between a win and a loss these days in the NFL is good coaching. That
yeah,
most of the games aren't Atlanta, Miami, Atlanta, Carolina. Most of the games are one possession games. And the
Hmm.
teams that coach better and the teams that are led better are the teams that usually win. And
they
and
find a
that's
way to do it.
absolutely.
hurt hurt like San Francisco. Their defense was decimated. They found a way to win.
Hmm.
It's absolutely right.
The most abused man in Atlanta Falcon fan history, Kyle Shanahan, just keeps finding a way with different folks every year, different personnel. Every time he goes to the playoffs or the NFC championship, it's really a little bit of a different team every time. And yet they still continue to go about their winning ways. That's coaching. I know can't win the big one yet, but at least he's getting there. Wouldn't we like to
I
be
mean,
there?
yeah, absolutely. I
Absolutely.
mean, and people hate to hear this name, but even with Belichick,
Yeah,
he
yeah,
Belichick would go and win with no household name, no top picks, no, just great coaching and a quarterback
absolutely.
who can get the job done. And I mean, it is what it is
Yeah, absolutely,
for sure.
absolutely.
What are your thoughts, Deb?
On how the game went,
Yeah.
I mean, my husband showed out, and
Oh
then
my
the
goodness.
kicker had to just ruin that extra point. So, yeah, and we lost. So I was definitely devastated. I thought for
And
sure we were gonna be at least tied, and then go into overtime, and then we'll see what happens. But couldn't even catch him. So it's
again,
just.
again, we even with the miss, and this is what I want people to realize. Even with the miss, we still had a chance. And again, and I know that MPJ is young, but some things you just got to get better at. And hiking the ball and dirting the ball in that scenario is just the last thing you do. You got to try and make some kind of play, my guy. But if you
I,
say that, then people crucify you for oh, he's young, leave him alone. Da 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 da. I'm like, but
I,
bro, you got to know better than that.
I'm gonna play Johnny Cochran and defend him for a minute. But here's the problem. And you were with me the other night.
Hmm.
We give most quarterbacks a little leeway as their first year. We added it up again. That was his 10th start last week. His 10th. And while if you're the starting quarterback, there's still a responsibility to not have, you know, ridiculously bad plays. There
Right.
is going to be room for error. That was a
Oh, yeah,
bad
absolutely.
error. And I'm
Yep.
not but I don't think that's something where I'm seeing people like, "Oh, man, he's not ready." I heard somebody on the radio earlier today. He's not reading defenses. This is his 10th game. Peyton Manning wasn't reading defenses like that early. Tom Brady wasn't reading deep. Ask all of them. They didn't know that, not in their first year. So
if I'm not mistaken, Peyton had 22 interceptions this first year.
He did. I think he broke the rookie record.
Yeah, he broke a record. So
yeah.
I mean, again, I'm not crucifying him for it. I'm just saying, bro, you gotta be. My thing is, you can't give all the smoke to the kicker. The kicker missed the point, yes, but had Penix at least attempted to do something, I mean, it could have been made up. But again, it is what it is. He's young. Kicker's gone. I don't know if you've seen, we released Taquan Graham and got another kicker.
I did.
I don't understand that, but okay.
Which part? Releasing of Graham or the releasing of the kicker?
Yeah, the releasing of Graham to get a kicker. I don't know if they were conjoined. I don't know if they were cause and effect. We released the kicker to get the. We released Graham to get the kicker, or it just so happened to happen in the same day.
I obviously I don't have any insight into anything. I think with Taquan's situation possibly could have just been availability, because at this point, when you start getting thin on the line, Taquan was expected to be a big part of this line rotation this year. And now with him gone, obviously Mr. London gets an opportunity to go out there and show what he's doing as well, but alongside of all the other folks on the team, the young Dorleses, and I haven't heard Onyemata's name a lot, but these guys are getting their opportunities. I think Taquan just, I don't know, the last couple of years, IR unfortunately has been stuck to his name more than TFLs or sacks.
Right. Yeah. It was a heartbreaker, but
I feel like we were like building, that energy the second half, and then just couldn't finish, and it's just
great.
But it's like one or two plays away, and that's been like the story. The season is like, we just can't get there. So,
and I hate again, because it's such a dead horse to beat to keep harping on coaches. I think everybody in Falcon Kingdom or Falcon Land agrees that coaching needs to be better. So I hate to keep harping on that, but the first half was the tale of an unprepared team. They just looked unprepared across the board. This is the fifth, sixth game, that we have just looked unprepared. Like we don't look like we belong on the field. But I will say kudos to Ra or Jeff, whoever. But the second half, we came back out. Our defense starting to hold them. The second half, they only scored 3 points. So kudos to, I definitely would give the man his points when he do his points. So
it was because my husband.
Second half. Yeah. He did his thing. He definitely did his thing. But you know what? I will say this. That should have been done the whole time. We have Kyle Pitts, who's just a star. We have Drake. Like our entire receiving core was monsters. Throw the 50-50 ball, let him go get it.
I think it's disappointing to me from the Falcons standpoint, and I don't want to get off script from you guys real quick, but do you think that's troublesome that we play up to the level of some of these teams that look, I know Carolina has gone on a nice little streak now, but back when we played them, they were 0-2 desolate and at their own home when they blew us out. Miami came in. We didn't know if Mike McDaniel was going to make the game that week, if everybody was going to be fired. All of a sudden, they blow up on us. Does it bother you that it just seems like we get up for the wrong game? Not the wrong game. We don't get up for those games all the time, it seems. I don't know what's going on in the locker room, obviously, but there's got to be some kind of disconnect that you play. Tampa, Buffalo, Washington at the time, even last week, New England, you play the good teams like you're one of them, and then you stub your toe against the Miamis and the Carolinas.
Yeah. Again, when I see it, I just see unpreparedness. I see, and I say this, I'm sure people are tired of hearing me say it, but I think it's very pertinent here. Players are a direct reflection of coaching, and when I look at Rod, which is not a problem. I just don't think it fits here with this team. But the lackadaisical look from him, it's just different. So I hate to keep talking about it, but he just, I don't know. I
You
don't know.
just don't like that man.
No, I mean, I don't have nothing against him. It just,
No,
I just don't
no,
think he's the leader of men.
listen, and I can absolutely separate it. I think Raheem Morris is a guy that I would love. I bet you he knocked the interview out. I bet you he knocked them on their socks. If it's somebody that I want to hear a great speech from or rally from, yes. But when it comes to 102, whenever the kickoff is until the end, I think the track record kind of shows that there are some deficiencies with that. Whether it was 2 out of 3 years at Tampa, whether it was an interim tag with us the last year with Dan Quinn, and last year and this year, where you've had a squad that the majority of pundits in the NFL has said this team should, this team should, this team is supposed to, this team should. Why are we keep running into this? It's nothing personal with me. I like the
Right.
guy. I really like him. I do. But I can't sit here and ignore that under his leadership, it just seems like everything isn't on par right now.
Right.
And I'll be
And
willing to bet you on defense, they're probably not saying the same thing. And they're not to say, yeah, it's a whole team. Don't get me wrong. But even after that 21 points in the first half, Jeff made some adjustments and they didn't do anything in the second half. It almost looked like a Georgia game with the exception that Kirby wins at the end. But
Right.
they let them come out front, make the corrections and then do it. But that's bothersome to me, y'all. I really don't understand. Deb, does it seem like there's a disconnect there to you two? Does it seem like it is? I mean, I don't know. What do you see from that?
Me?
Yes. Oh yeah.
Yeah. No. Yeah. No. Yeah. I actually. Yeah. I think that they don't know whether to like run the ball or like try to throw it. Like they're unprepared. They are not really paying attention to the other team's plays to like kind of like back it up with that. It's just kind of like a catch up game. Like we just let them score and score and like, oh, now we got to score too. And it's just like they're not really prepared to score either. So it's
Right.
like
Absolutely. Absolutely. No, I hear you. I hear you.
Yeah,
So we're seeing the same thing.
yeah,
yeah.
it's what baffles me as well, Uncle Steve. Is I want to think back, and there's no way to tell, but just thinking back,
Mhm.
Arthur Smith's problem was he just didn't have talent, and then he chose to
Absolutely.
ride. Then he chose to ride and die with Desmond. That was his downfall. But I can't remember a single time when he was our coach that we looked unprepared. We just didn't have the talent. We got beat, like just beat.
I looked at all the games we played, and my son and I do that sometimes. Right offhand, quickly, name a time uh Arthur Smith team was just blown out like that.
I
Just
can't.
totally,
Yeah,
you can't.
I can. Yeah.
You really can't. I know people are going to
Right.
allude to that New Orleans game a couple of years ago, but we were already out because Carolina had lost to Tampa Bay by the end, and that was a last game of the one that Jameis scored the sneaky touchdown.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
yeah, yeah.
oth- Other than that situation, name an Arthur Smith team that wasn't that wasn't in it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's you know
Yeah. Yeah.
that's
Yeah. And Ra has had now with the first half of last of Sunday, 5.5 games like that. 5.5 games in 2 years, and Arthur ain't have it at all in three. So I mean, yeah, it is what it is.
and
But
Arthur
horrible
seems to
loss.
be doing well up in Pittsburgh now.
He, I mean, he has talent. You know what I mean?
That's
He
true.
has,
That's true.
yeah, and he's following behind Mike Tomlin, one of the,
Yeah.
who will probably go down in the Hall of Fame. Maybe not because he needs to win.
Oh,
one more.
he's Hall of
But
Fame.
yeah, he should.
Yeah.
But that's another discussion because I hate the rings. I hate rings being a part of a legacy, but that's neither here nor there. But yeah, he should go down in the Hall of Fame for sure. For sure.
Yeah, so let's move on to my favorite segment of our show, the good, bad, and the ugly.
Uh-oh.
I'll start first, and I'll actually start with the ugly since we were talking about the coaching. That's my ugly for this week. It's the coaching, the play calling, the turnovers for sure. Like I said, we just keep playing like catching up. It's like we let them score, and it's just like, oh, now we got to score, and then we don't. So it's like that's just like that's the ugly for me. The bad, it's the same as probably a couple of games ago. Our kicker. We definitely did. We get a new kicker. I've been seeing some
Yes.
updates, but
Same Gonzalez.
I didn't really see. Okay,
Same
good,
Gonzalez.
good. Hopefully that'll get us to where we need to go. I remember we've had a few games where we like won off of just like kicks.
Oh,
So having
absolutely.
a good
Cool
kicker.
in payday for sure. Cool in payday for sure.
Hopefully that's another option for us. Let's kick the ball.
Right.
And of course the good
We
goes
know
to
what your good is. We know. We already.
my man,
Let me tell you.
Drake London.
Drake London has been hurt good every week
No,
except for the week he was
it wasn't.
hurt.
No, it wasn't.
Every week
I had
he's
B
been good.
John for like a couple of weeks.
Okay. I got you. But nah, he deserved it this week for sure.
Yeah. Really good.
So what about you, Uncle Steve? What's your good, bad, and ugly?
All right. The good to me was the team as a whole. I think from Miami to New England, it was a 180 in playing as far as just being up to the challenge of a 6-2 team playing what I saw in that stadium in the Benz against Miami, I didn't recognize this team. I did recognize them, and people don't realize it could have been easy to go up there and let that first half get away from you and let New England score 40 points. It could have happened easily, but it didn't. So I give the team's attitude a much better effort. So that's the good. The bad,
Really?
the bad, there is something going on with the running game right now. And I don't know. And I know we got a couple of people banged up on the offensive line, but we've got to run the ball much better than we've done the last couple of weeks. And it's absolutely showed. Frisco, Miami, and New England, where you've rushed for less than 50 yards. And that's why you're not getting some of the results that you have. So that's the bad. And the ugly, we rectified that yesterday by cutting Parker Romo and signing Zane Gonzalez. Now, is this going to be the answer? I don't know. But to you guys' point just a few minutes ago, this shouldn't even be a phase of the game you have to think about. When we start talking about extra points, nobody sits back and says, "Oh, I hope he doesn't miss. I hope he doesn't miss it." That's not regular talk for a kicker. So
Mhm.
hopefully that will be taken care of. But that's my good, bad, and ugly.
All
Especially when you just got
right.
one job. Like you literally
Check
do
the ball.
nothing but kick the ball. Like what else?
One
Exactly.
You
job.
do
One
nothing on
job.
the football team but kick the ball. That is it. You don't have to tackle. You don't have to block. All you do is kick the ball. That is it. Like that's it's
Hmm.
wild. So
Yeah.
for my good and bad, ugly. Uh, the ugly was missing that field goal.
Mm.
I'm at the point we need to revoke Matt's AARP card, get him a walker, and try him back on the field. Like I need Matt back on the field. There's no way we can continue to go through this. I mean, and this is what I say the issue is with having Matt Ryan. We got so spoiled with that, whatever people you want to think about him, he was a consistent player, at least that. We didn't have to worry about him missing games or none of that. So we got so spoiled with Money Matt Bryant that now it's like, oh my God. I mean, Koo looked like he was going to be the next Bryant, and then he just sharply fell off a cliff. I think Unky made a point, or somebody made a point just past weekend and that never dawned on me. Someone said it that he got hurt and then changed his
Yes, that
kicking
was me. That was me.
mechanics.
Yeah.
So maybe that's what made him because he sharply declined.
Mm.
But yeah, the kicking should never be kicking should never like I could see if we doing 50, 60 yarders, but
Right.
you can't make an extra point. And it happens. I know Miami lost the Super Bowl that way. Or
Right.
was it Super Bowl? They lost the Super Bowl playoff.
Hmm.
Dallas won or lost. They won a Super Bowl that way. So I mean, it does happen. But come on, man. Like you know, those are extreme under pressure plays. You're just kicking a regular extra point field goal. That's not that much pressure. At least, but to me, it shouldn't be that much pressure. So there's that. For me, the bad would be, you know, definitely still this issue with which we're going to continue to have because the offense is predicated on getting Bijan running, and if he is not attacking the defense, we're going to have a rough game. We really don't want Penix to be out there throwing the ball 25 plus times a game. You really want to get Bijan moving because that's what our offense is predicated on. But because of that, teams know that and they know to start stacking the box. They know to shadow Bijan wherever he goes. So teams are starting to lock in on that. So it's going to be hard for us. I mean, and people strap up. It's simply just going to be hard. Um, so it is what it is. The good for me is, and I can't believe I'm saying it, but I as much as I be on his head, I gotta give him his props. Raheem Morris, he got punched in the mouth the first half, and
Hmm.
you were able to get your guys to come back the second half, settle down, and play Falcon football. The defense played better. Offense looked a lot better. Drake was doing his thing out there. Penix looked okay. I mean, we looked like a team. We didn't look like a championship team, but we looked like a team who could compete with a playoff ready team. Because make no mistake, Pittsburgh will be a playoff team.
Oh yeah.
We looked like we could stand toe to toe with them. Unfortunate issues happened that just happened. But yeah, I gotta give it to Raheem. As much as I be on his head, I gotta give him his kudos for getting the boys ready for
For the
after
second
half.
half.
Yep, after halftime. Yep.
What about the whole game?
I mean, again, you're right. The first half was
Oh,
trash, but I mean, that's the markings of a good coach. Sometimes that happens. You're gonna go out, you're gonna get punched in the mouth. How do you respond? You just lay down, or do you get your guys to rally and only give up 3 points?
and a very quick add to that. 21-7, going 21-7, less than 2 minutes left in the half. New England has the ball, getting ready to go in. If you're a team that's already checked out, New England goes down, scores, do what they do. The two rookies get together. Jalen causes the fumble. Pierce runs the ball inside the 5. Those aren't the actions of a team that has checked out. And
Right.
just like we say, we blame Raheem when the things go bad. You got to give him credit to keeping them up, when things turn around like that. So
But
I
I will
feel.
give Jalen.
Mhm.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you good, bro. Go ahead.
I was about to say I will have to give Jalen his Razzie or his kick in the behind because, bro, you not Deion Sanders. Why are you
No,
celebrating
no.
before you hit the touchdown?
I'm
Had he just
telling
ran, he would have scored.
Let me tell you what happened, and I was there.
Mhm.
There's a huge screen going towards the end zone. If you look at him, he was looking up at the screen as he was running. He saw the dude behind him. He was
Mhm.
trying to bring the ball out front, so dude could not go back and look at it again.
Oh, okay.
He
It
was
looked like on
trying to.
TV he was
Mm-mm.
celebrating.
He was
Oh, okay.
trying to bring the ball out in front of
Mhm.
him. So the
So
guy,
he can
he was
score.
looking up at the screen. I was looking at him, and he was looking up like this. Go back and look.
Okay.
He was trying to do that
Okay.
tonight. Everybody has said that, and I said, no, he was trying to get the ball, not let the guy knock the ball out of his hands.
Right, but yeah, which
At least,
on TV because on
at
TV
least
we
that's my
behind.
story.
I was there.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
there. I was there. That was my story.
Yeah, it looked like on TV that he was giving up, like he was celebrating. So I take your word for it.
Yeah. So let's talk pain, guys. Which hurt worse, the narrow loss to the Pats or a blowout versus the Dolphins? For me, I think the narrow one. Blowouts, you're just kind of like, oh, okay, well, we'll do better next time. But when we get that freaking close and then you just still lose, is like waking up at 2 a.m. like, what the fuck just happened?
Mhm.
Why did we lose? But what are your thoughts, Uncle Steve?
Deb, if we had an Arthur, back to we were saying Arthur Smith didn't have a talented team. If we had an Arthur Smith team with no talent and we got blown out, I wouldn't have been ticked off. And totally different situation. Because of the expectations of this team, because of the talent level that we've seen on this team, the Miami game is a much better, a much huge, is that right? Huger disappointment.
Huger.
Really?
No.
Yeah, because okay, against Carolina, and do you believe Carolina and Miami, in y'all's heart of hearts, should we have lost those games, period?
Definitely
No.
not
Okay.
Dolphins.
No.
So if that's our thought process, then that tells me we're playing down to our opponents, because I thought we should have massacred Carolina, destroyed Miami, and if you look now at our record, those are two games that could have us at 5-3 right now.
Mhm.
Not, and so that bothers me more. When I see a game against New England, I'm expecting that. I expected that game to be tough. When we played
Mhm.
Tampa, I expected that game to be tough. Buffalo, I expected that game to be tough. I actually expected Buffalo to win. So that doesn't shock me when the team shows up for those games. What really ticks me off, when you don't show up for the team that you're supposed to be. And guess what,
Yeah.
y'all? After the Colts, we got a few of those coming.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, we got. I said it. You know, one thing about me, anybody that knows me, I'm not gonna blow smoke up your behind. I'm gonna call it straight. I'm a fan of the Falcons, but I'm gonna call it like I see it, and it is very quite possibly very from what I have seen in the past, we could be on a 7 game losing streak because
Mhm.
we lost the two before Pittsburgh. I wasn't sure
Mhm.
about Pittsburgh. The Colts is not going to be easy. That's another playoff team. Then we have Carolina, division game, and then people are like, oh, we're going to beat the Saints. The Saints is quite possibly you never know when you beat them.
Mm.
And yet, even when they are Super Bowl bound, we beat them with a less than
Right.
stellar team.
That's right.
Or when we are extremely good, they beat us. So you can never count out the Saints. So we could
I agree.
quite possibly go on a 7 game skid. It just is what it is. I don't think so, but it's very, very, very quite possible. For me, I agree with you, Uncle Steve. I think the blowout, especially to Miami, like Carolina, I was not expecting that at all. Um, but again, we had a young team, and that's what I talked it up to. I said, okay, we got a young team. That's a one off. It ain't gonna happen again. And then boom, here they come and drop the ball to the Dolphins. I'm like, what in the world is going on? Like
I don't know, but like with the Dolphins though, like we were just playing crappy. Like even B John was like not there. So it was just kind of like,
yeah,
okay, they're just not there. Okay, I guess we just lost this. But like, especially like expecting to lose to the Patriots or like thinking, oh, this is a strong team, and then we get that close and then we don't win is like, to me, that's
yeah.
worse.
I mean, I can see,
No,
I can
I
see that,
I
especially
yeah.
with to lose in the fashion we lost. I could see that. But yeah,
Mm.
for me, nah, it's yeah.
Yeah.
You can't look unprepared. They look like the local high school team could have beat them when we played Miami. Like
Yeah.
they just looked horrible. They
I'm
looked horrible across the board.
in my honorary role of Keely. I think I have to ask the same question he's asking in the chat. You keep saying we playing Pittsburgh. We're not playing Pittsburgh this year.
I said that?
Yeah, you
Really?
said it
My
twice.
bad.
Yeah, you said it
Oh,
twice,
I don't know.
and he actually put it in the chat, and I did hear you
Keely.
say it, and I said to myself, I was like, "Do we play Pittsburgh?" And I was looking, I said, "No, we don't play Pittsburgh." But
I don't know
I
why I
know,
said Pittsburgh. Yeah,
nah,
What
I
did
don't
you
even
mean?
know. I don't know. I don't remember when I said Pittsburgh, so I don't know what I was talking about. I don't know what I was talking about. But my bad. No. Yeah. Damn. I don't know what I was talking about.
it's all good. It's all good.
I could just see Keely's face and like,
Yeah,
why Pittsburgh? And his mic, why Pittsburgh? We don't
Yeah.
play
No, for
Pittsburgh.
sure. Yeah, I'm not gonna live that down. That's for sure. That's for sure.
oh
Shout out to
man.
my guy again, man. You
Oh,
be safe over across that pond, brother.
yeah.
All right, guys. So it's time to talk about my beloved husband. Show some
Oh,
love to our guy, Drake London, after a performance like that. Do you guys think he deserves top five receiver money?
Uh, so yeah, for me, yes, because the as someone who is in the vein of coaching, I think the best ability is availability. Yeah, Drake has been hurt once or twice and missed the game here and there, but Drake is very, very, you know,
Talented.
yeah, well, talented, but concise. Like he is always available for us, except for 1 or 2 games here and there. He gets, the first couple years of his uh, of him being on our team, I mean,
Smiley.
I used to be
Pay
afraid
that
for him
man.
because sometimes his helmet never stayed on his head. He would always lose pop helmet popped off every game. Like, damn, Drake, what are you doing to get your helmet popped off? Like, snap it. But yeah, throw it over the middle. I mean, you throw that ball in Drake's vicinity, he's going to go get it. May not be the fastest, may not be the strongest, but he has reliable hands. He can
With
always
his
get the ball.
Fantastic Four Elastic Man arm
Yeah, yeah.
grabbing and catching it.
He's gonna get you. He's gonna get you the ball. You put it in his vicinity. You have a great opportunity. You have a great chance of him coming down with it. So
I
yeah, I
feel
think
like
he
every
deserves.
game that he's played, he scored. So,
Not every game, but
except for one this
again,
season, and like the ones that he didn't
he's
play in.
yeah, but he's very again. Yeah, for sure. He deserves his money. That's for sure.
What do you think, Uncle C?
Whew. I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna like me after this one.
Oh
Okay, I'm
gosh,
Oh
gonna just
boy.
point out
you were
real quick,
doing good.
and I just I know, right? I'm trying. So, but I'm gonna play the role of Dre. I'm just being honest, though. So listen,
Yeah, for sure.
uh,
Hey, that's all you can be.
Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, C.D. Lamb, DK Metcalf, Garrett Wilson, top 5 highest paid wide receivers at this exact time. Highest being $40 million per year for Jamar, and fifth being Garrett Wilson's $32 million. I love me some Drake London. Are we honestly going to sit here and say Drake London is a top 5-ish receiver? Is he a good receiver? Yes. Borderline on all what do they call it? Pro Bowl. I can't give him top 5 money. Now, if you came back and told me you were gonna pay him, and I'm going down, and these are good receivers. Amon St. Brown, he's number 8. He's getting $30 million. That's kind of the pocket where Drake's gonna end up this year, in my opinion. I think that's where it's gonna come. Uh, I think anything between 26 and 30 is realistic as far as that's concerned. I can't pay Drake. If we pay Drake $34 million, what y'all think Bijan gonna ask for next? I know different position, but what y'all think Bijan gonna ask for his
Good point.
high end
Mm.
running back money?
Good
So
point.
I just right now, yes, get paid top 5. No, no.
Definitely
So
pay
the
him
only
more
thing,
though.
the only, the
Oh,
only rebuttal.
dude.
Like,
No,
don't
listen.
lose him.
Hey, Deb. Don't. Matter of fact, I'm kind of surprised they haven't done it in season signing, and they still might going into next year because they really don't have to because his option year is next year. But most of the time, they get those things done before going into his option year. I wouldn't be shocked if later on this season they announced that they are re-signing Drake um, to an extension, uh, big extension, not Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase ish, maybe Amon St. Brown, maybe uh, Brandon Ayuk, something like that.
Right. I mean,
Yeah,
the only pushback I would say to that is again the one thing that Drake's lawyer could throw at the team is CeeDee Lamb, Jamar Chase, all those guys above him. You know that
Mm-hmm.
you say he are better top. All those in the top 5 had missed significant playing time. In their
Mm-hmm.
in on their expected respective teams, and Drake has not. That's the one saving that. So again, he may not be as talented as them, but again, I think that availability gotta somewhat account a little bit.
No, not even a little bit. Quite, you're absolutely right. I think Drake. I mean, in his career, he's maybe missed about 3, maybe
I
3
don't
games.
remember him missing a whole lot of games. I
Yeah,
would
but
say it's
last
less
year
than
he
10.
missed 2 last year. If you remember, kind of early in the year, he missed like a couple of games, and then Mooney in turn missed the next couple, and that's when Drake kind of went on his run last year and got all the yards. But either way, less than 5 games over 4 years is outstanding for a wide receiver that gets beat. Not only think about what Drake does too. Drake is not finesse. Drake is not Brandon Cooks, Tyreek Hill, just go out for the bombs. Drake is 10 and cut
in the middle.
Drake is go through the middle with them safeties. Drake is that dude. So I give him full credit. Do I think he's a special wide receiver? No. Do I think he's a very good? See, I knew that was gonna come. Do I think he's a very good wide receiver? Yes. So pay the man, but hold off on one of them million.
Yeah. Plus, we don't want to go back into the same boat we were with
Cousins.
With Mr. 11. No.
Oh,
Quintarius.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, like, we paid him for nothing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I was devastated when he.
Go ahead, Deb. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say I was devastated when he left us. He was
you know the mistake there? We paid him when he was 32. We shouldn't have been paying him after. And we kind of made that mistake with Matt too, with that those last contracts when they were kind of.
We didn't. That those were solely AB issues.
Yeah.
Arthur
Falcon for life
here for sure. Yeah, those are AB issues. So, I mean, what can you do when the boss tell you go spend the money on magic beans? You got to go spend the money on magic beans, even though you know they ain't worth it. So, hey, the boss said go pay for it, so here I am. So,
absolutely,
for sure.
All right, well, let's move on to Penix. I almost said Phoenix again. I keep calling him Phoenix, even though he doesn't act like a phoenix.
Rise. There you go.
That's his mind.
Absolutely.
That's his mind in the game, not there. It's somewhere flying off.
Oh man.
But did this performance ease your mind about the future quarterback? Do you think he did well, or do you see still some issues? What do you guys think about that, Coach?
All right. For me, the jury is still out. I think Penix has talent. I think Penix he has talent to possibly be a great coach. For me, though, it's hard to give him anything because I don't know if the issues with our play calling is from lack of faith in him, or if it's all OC. The fact that we don't throw across the middle, is that because of issues with Penix, or is that issues with the OC? It's really hard to gauge Penix for me currently because of the issues on the field. So I truly don't know. Did it do anything for me? Inch closer to me thinking he is the guy or not the guy? No, it didn't do. He's still in the same spot for me. Again, he's young, so I know he's going to make mistakes. So I give him grace for that. But at the same time, it's like, well, what is the issue with our team? Is it because they don't trust him, or is it just him? Like he does mess up a lot. So I don't know. I don't know. And for me, it's a grade of incomplete. I can't form an opinion yet. I need to see more.
Yeah, he's still pretty new.
Yeah, I would definitely have loved them to have had a quarterback competition coming into the season, because I do think Penix would benefit more if he was still on the bench, but he's not, so he's here. So yeah, there's that.
Okay.
Daniel Jones, Justin Herbert, Patrick Mahomes, Dak Prescott, Sam Darnold, Joe Flacco, Bo Nix, Trevor Lawrence, Tua, Geno Smith, Cam Ward, Aaron Rodgers, Bryce Young, Spencer Rattler. What do they all have in common?
They're all young.
They have more interceptions than a very green Michael Penix. Michael Penix this year, 60% passing, 1,630 yards. No, that's not his job to throw it all around. But I think I think he's right where he's supposed to be. I don't think I think we're and I respect in everything you're saying, Dre. This is not a you're
Oh yeah, I
wrong
know.
and
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
you're
know.
wrong. It's not all that.
Right.
I just feel like in game 10 of his NFL career that we can't make blanket assumptions about his ability to read defenses, his ability to get out of trouble. I've heard somebody saying he doesn't scramble enough. Making dumb mistakes. I see veterans out there making dumb mistakes. Did y'all watch Tua last week? Did you watch
Yep.
Dak Prescott this past Monday night? I mean, I understand the fan base's giddiness to make him Michael Vick 2.0, to make him Matt Ryan, and I'm just talking about from a franchise standpoint, to make him this great quarterback in 10 games. But my biggest thing all along I've said about Michael Penix is I see the potential in him. What the difference between him and Mr. Ritter is that you didn't really see that. Desmond Ritter was drafted in the 3rd round to be a lifetime backup, and they thrust him into that position. Michael Penix has an arm. Michael Penix, if you really look, Michael Penix actually sees these guys breaking out of routes. Now, the problem is they got to separate much better. But
For sure.
Michael Penix is going to be fine. Dre's biggest points are part of it. Is he being coached by the right person coming out? Is he being coached by? But I think we're putting a lot on this young man because we came into this season acting like we were going to win 13 games.
Right.
We gotta temper that crap. Right
Right.
now, he is a 10-game quarterback, and we gotta give him time to mess up a little bit. But you know what? What I seen, Tampa Bay game, good stuff. Minnesota game, decent stuff. New England this past week, good stuff. Washington, good stuff. So Buffalo, good stuff. So more than not, he's been pretty good. I just say let's see if the whole team can come together and let's give him a solid game first before we ready to put incomplete by him, because it is going to be incomplete.
Yeah. I agree. He's pretty new. And I do also think that it's a lot about like the coaching. I think they're like protecting him too much. They're not letting him actually like try things out. They're like, oh no, we can't do that because we're not good yet. Instead of giving him the experience and then, go from there. But yeah, I think they protect him way too much.
That's kind of what I'm saying.
Good.
I think, but for me, it's hard to. I need to differentiate. I can't need to say the word differentiate the two, the Ritter and the OC. I mean Ritter. See, all they talk about
Got
Ritter in
Desmond on the
chat. I
mind.
mean,
Because someone said something
Penix,
about him on the comments.
Penix, yeah, Penix and the OC. Like I said, I see his potential for sure, for sure, for sure. But I think what a lot of people are seeing. What I am talking about is because I understand what people are seeing, the people that are critiquing him. Uh, but I don't know if I want to critique him like that with them because I don't know if that is him that is doing it or if it's the OC. That's what I mean. Like it's hard for me to gauge where he is because we're so bad on offense. Like we're so bad. And again, I was here for Matt Ryan. I remember what Matt Ryan looked like as a rookie. Penix looks like that in year two, first full season start. Like he's supposed to look bad, but I don't know if he is if he's getting better or I don't know. It's just the issues with the OC is all I can see. So that's what's doing it for me.
Can I follow something back up with Deb, with something you said, Deb, about letting him have the reins and letting him loose? Something bothered me that Raheem said. It was actually last week, and he kind of alluded to it in his presser. Trying to think, was that yesterday or today? It might have been yesterday. He said, and I quote, "The running game is our bread and butter. If we don't have that, then we're kind of that." I'm trying to paraphrase what he said. Is that alluding to they're just done if they don't get their running game together. And to me, that's such a defeat attitude to have. So,
Yeah.
did y'all see Michael Penix in Washington? Michael Penix can throw it and light it up. Sometimes, every now and then, they had to do it in the Patriots game. They had to let him start throwing it up and down the field, and he did a pretty good job.
Right.
So my thing is, I get that the running game is the basis of it, but don't tell me as a head coach that if you don't get that's my bread, that's our bread and butter. If we don't get that, then it's gonna be rough sledding or whatever. Man, you better be able to tell me you can depend on your quarterback. And judging by what
Yeah.
I saw when Bijan wasn't running, Michael did a good job bringing us back in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean that's also from the same guy who forgot the fact that there are 2 million cameras at a football game and said someone clapped.
Oh,
You
oh,
know, so I mean, he used car great guy, I'm sure, but he's definitely a used car seller. He's a snake oil salesman for sure,
and you
for
see who
sure.
had to come back. He had to come back yesterday and clean up on aisle 4. Because I'm sure
Yeah,
Mike
because
Vrabel was like, "We did what? What? That was why y'all lost? That's that what you gonna do? That
it probably wasn't even Mike. Like if you went on Twitter, I mean, it was so many video. Like they're like,
yeah,
who clapped? And
yeah,
with the video, like, bruh, come on, bruh, you can't say nothing like that.
yeah.
But people have
Just
cameras everywhere. Like
take that
what?
L.
Just take
Take
the exactly.
take
Just
the L,
take
bro.
the L. Just take the L for sure. For sure. For sure. That's wild.
Yeah, I
That
didn't
is
see that
wild.
where he said that our running game was what our bread and butter. That's crazy. I think
Yeah.
that we should definitely. I've been saying this. Like, I think we have enough talent where if he throws the ball, we can be like maybe not like Matt Ryan and freaking Julio Jones, where we got all those yards every time, but we can get there. Like, we just need the practice, and there's no practice. We just keep running the ball all the time. So it's like. Yeah, hopefully, they get smart, and if we keep losing, we try something different. And even if, like some people were saying, yeah, the season's over, let's use the season to practice, okay? Because get some experience.
I yeah. That's crazy. That's
For
crazy.
sure.
But anyway, so let's look at the big picture. Where do the Falcons go from here? Like, what are your thoughts? Do you think it's, the consistency, they're just not there, like what do we have to improve?
Mm.
A lot.
Can you say everything? Listen,
Right.
listen.
How
I
long is the show?
exactly. Hey, listen. The reality of it is, you play 17 of them. We played 8, and so far in 8, you are what you are. You're below 500. You're not playing well. Can this team win 3 or 4 in a row? We won 3 in a row last year. We could. I think they can. You see what the team can do potentially in most of the games. Like I said, we showed up in 6 of these games. That, and even we got a lot of criticism on that San Francisco game. San Francisco, you ran up against a very well coached defense from Robert Saleh, and a very good coach offense with backup players from Kyle Shanahan. And so I don't. Where everybody was saying we were supposed to win that game, I think you just got out coached that game. I think the Falcons have an opportunity, and I still think they do against the Colts. Pittsburgh just gave you a blueprint. I think they have an opportunity to go out here to the Colts. It's gonna be neutral when you go to these international games. When we went and played Jacksonville, everybody went for Jacksonville. They were 32 NFL teams were represented. It's not going to be that big of a deal when we go out there as far as who's the home team or not. Play it one at a time. Put every ounce of energy you got into the Colts, and don't worry about next week and the week after. Put it into that game. I still, yes, it's the foolish Falcon fan in me. I still think we have an opportunity to win 10 games. I really do. I'm not even joking.
Oh, mathematically, we definitely do.
Yeah. But I still think you can put it together. But you can't play like you played in 2 or 3 of these games. And these games, when you have an opportunity to seize the moment, you can't have a kicker missing extra points. So, as far as where do we go from here, I think you go to Berlin, you play your game, and you outscore the Colts. That's all you need to worry about. Don't worry about down the field. Don't worry about 3 games from now. Don't worry about getting revenge on Carolina. Don't worry about the Thursday night game in Tampa. One game at a time right now, starting this week.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that somewhat. Um, I will say where we go from here, at least with in the aspect of the rest of the year, is you know, and a shout out to my guy Mark. I seen Mark in here. Please, guys, please go and show Mark some love as well. But Mark always say so all the time, and it's so funny. Raheem is cheeks, and OC is cheeks. But but this year, man, you just you're stuck with him this year. I mean,
Yeah.
anybody who is praying for them to get fired, I mean, you might as well quit. They're not going nowhere this year. They'll both be here all year. I think moving forward is somewhat to what Deb said is, try to salvage the season the best way you can by allowing your young your young players to get some game time and some reps. I can hear him saying it in my ear.
I know, right? I'm like, hey, I gave him copyright and everything the other day. I told him, I said, as our buddy Marcus would say,
Yeah,
the
it's so
Falcons were
funny.
cheeks last week.
Yeah, it's so funny. Shout out again, Mark.
Shout out,
But yeah,
bud.
I think you let the guys play, get better, get reps. Because again, they're not going nowhere. I know you are optimistic as always, but for me, I'm a firm believer in the past is a good predictor of the future. And nothing I've seen in the past will make me believe we can do anything in the future. So just go ahead and let the guys get some burn, get better. That's what I want to see week after week. Are we getting all our young guys just getting better? Wins or losses for this year for me is out the window. I mean, it was to begin with anyway. So move forward. I just want to see us get better. I want to see our young guys get better.
And in point of order, I don't want anybody going out there playing cash 3 because Dre giving you numbers. But last year when we were 6-3, and I remember this like nothing. Dre was telling us, y'all be careful. This team still looks kind of shaky. He told us that. And and obviously, I never, call Dre out like you idiot. I never do that. But I was like, Dre, come on, man. Come on, get on board. Get on board. He's like, I don't see it. I don't see it. Oh, I'll see it. And at the
Negative
end of the
Nancy.
year, yeah, well, you know what? Yeah,
But it's not negative.
yeah. No, but here's the thing. And the one thing I always respect about him, and I tell him that all the time, and I always go back to him to ask him stuff, even in these chats and stuff like that. 98% of the time, he be on point with what he's talking about. And when he said that last year, when we were riding high after the Dallas game, and Kirk O'Chains, and we were swag surfing with Kirk, and all this and all that, and Dre was in the background, you know that one little kid back in the background with the sign talking about, don't believe it. That was Dre.
So you jinxed it.
No. See, my thing is, and I said it this year as well. My thing is, don't ever accept things in a win that you would in a loss. And the same things I was seeing in us winning were the same things I was seeing in us losing. So, I mean, they're going to coincide. If you're only winning because you're running the ball, you come across a team and Bijan get 200 yards running, okay, well, if that's how you win, and when you run into a team that ain't about that, that's about that life, that's how you're gonna lose as well. And so, I mean, it's very easy to see, but a lot of people can't. I ain't gonna say can't take their fan hat off, but I'm very, very, very good at when it comes to my Falcons. I can take my other teams, I can't really do that as much. For my Falcons, I can take my fan hat off at any moment and look at it objectively. Duke and the Longhorns, for whatever reason, I can't do that. I'm riding them till the wheels fall off. For my Falcons, I can take that hat off. So yeah, I know the comments about to be talking about a whole bunch of Georgia, but but my Falcons, I don't know. I can't do it. So where do you want to see us go, Deb?
I don't know. I think it's not really about the talent. We obviously have talent. It's about the execution, like let's go out there and like actually be prepared. And like you were saying, if they don't see us winning or like making the playoffs, then let them do their thing. Like we clearly are not doing anything the right thing right now. We're not winning games. So let them experience. They're all young, they're all pretty new. Like, if we're not going anywhere, why can't we try to go somewhere a different way? It's just, I don't know. I think we should definitely try something different than what we've been doing for sure.
Yeah, that's for sure. I mean, again, it's a young team. Uh, I give them flack. Everyone gives them flack, but it is what it is, and they'll get better. It comes with time and all that. So you know, it,
Yeah.
it'll get better.
Yeah, I agree. Anyway, let's move to our last topic of our show, Falcons versus the Colts preview.
Mm.
What do you guys think? Coach, any predictions for the next game?
I'm not going to do the predictions. I'll leave that up to the good Mr. Keeley.
Yeah.
I'll just
He's
say
been
what I
wrong
want
the
to
past
see.
couple times.
I just say what I want to see, and I want Jeff Ulbrich to continue. And as Uncle Steve just said, I got so much flack for this. I believe, I don't know if it was on his show or wherever. Test, shout out to John Test. Make sure you follow them. Or Tidy in the Bird Gang, shout out Bird Gang. Make sure you follow them. I said at the beginning of the year, this team needs to serve up a steady dose of blitzes. I said we need to, wherever number 2 is, we need to almost double whatever number 2 does. Because we have young, inexperienced, but fast defense players, I think that is the recipe for success, which you've seen Sunday. The moment we didn't blitz, Drake May was carving us up. But when we did blitz, he had issues. So I think that's still the key to the victory. Steady doses of blitzes, steady doses of blitzes, blitz, 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 blitz. I understand we're missing some key pieces on defense, so it might not be proven to do that as much, but I think a steady dose of blitzes is the way to win. As far as offense, of course, I mean, what can you say? It's only one thing to do: get Bijan going, and hopefully that'll free up everybody else. I would love to say get Pitts and Drake the ball, but again, we know that this offense is predicated on Bijan, so they're going to try to get him going early and often. So hopefully the kicker knows his job, and the defense just Jeff Ulbrich just brings the house. Because make no mistake, the Colts are a very good team. Their defense has been playing very good. Their offense has been playing very good.
Yeah, isn't it like a team that likes to run the ball too? They run the ball mostly.
This ain't gonna be cakewalk, but they can be beat, and I think we have the team to do it. So, Raheem, will you have the Falcons prepared and ready to play ball? That's all I need to see.
For many of the young audience out there, there used to be there was a movie called Sybil with Sally Field in it, and she had all these different personalities, and you really didn't know which personality was going to be out there. With the Atlanta Falcons, this is 2025 version of Sybil, because I do think the Falcons can go out to Berlin and get this win, but it's a matter of which team is going to show up. Is it going to be the team against Carolina that got out of the bus and decided, oh, we're giving up in the first half? Is it going to be the team that took, at this point, the number 1 seed in the AFC and kind of dominated that game? Matter of fact, if it's any game this year that we dominated, it was against the Buffalo Bills. That was domination from start to finish.
Yeah.
So I'm really, Deb, I'm kind of, I don't know. I don't know which way to go, because I need to find out before kickoff which team is going to show up. I do know this: the Atlanta Falcons right now are 12th in sacks, which might sound pretty mediocre to most other folks, but for an Atlanta Falcon franchise that hasn't had the cachet to say we've been in the top half of defensive pressure, that's a big deal. And keep in mind, half the teams have already played 9 games too. We've only played 8. That's something that I really like. What they're doing on defense with these defensive linemen. I mean, what Mike Ollie is doing with those guys on the line is just incredible right now. And Jeff Ulbrich, if it wasn't for 3 and 5, if we were 5 and 3, he would be in the running for best assistant coach of the best coordinator of the year for the way he's turned his team.
I think he still should be, but we ain't winning. But he still should be.
You know how that goes. You know how that goes, Dre. They go only points when you win. But but to your point, you're absolutely right. He still should be. Deb, if I had your money, and I had to bet right now, I'd probably save you the wager because I don't feel confident in giving a prediction. And anytime you hear me say that, though it'll never come out of my mouth, ah, I'm just this kind of scares me. This game, and not to mention, they just picked up Sauce Walker. I mean Sauce Gardner
Gardner.
yesterday,
Yeah.
and boy, oh boy,
So that means you either go. Oh my God, you either gonna have Hughes
yeah,
or you gonna have now I can't think of his damn name. Alford. You're gonna have Hughes or Alford
that's a
getting
bad
torched.
boy.
As again, as my guy Mark says, cheeks 1 and cheeks 2.
Boy,
I don't know. I think Raheem is probably already kind of sweating his job, so we might show up.
we
might show up.
And you know what, Deb? I think that's why they showed up last week. I think, listen, if you saw the look on his face after last week's game and this week's game, I think he realizes that there's gonna be, some trouble. If he didn't have Arthur Blank as his protection, I'm not sure. I think he probably need to get some Rosetta Stone and start learning German because they wouldn't let him get back on that plane coming back over here. That's how confident I felt about him. But because I don't believe in wishing firing on folks, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt and hope they give a good effort to keep us close in the fourth quarter. And who knows? But right now, I can't give a positive prediction because I'm just a little bit afraid of this game.
Yeah. And isn't that a weird feeling? I feel like this year is the only, like, last year. I think for me, it's because I know what I seen last year, which was brought into this year. So I'm like, oh yeah, I have no. But even last year, I was like, okay, we're gonna win this game. No, we didn't.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna win this game. No, we didn't win. And years prior, you could confidently say, okay, we'll win this game, but lose this game. You know what I mean? Like now, it's like I don't even begin to try and say what we're gonna do. It's like you said, it's just too inconsistent, too iffy, too wishy-washy, too all over the board.
Yeah, right now we don't know our Falcons' personalities yet.
Absolutely.
we don't know what mood they're gonna be in.
Not at all. Not at all.
Which is crazy to do. Which is absolutely crazy.
Keely said 27-21 birds, 2 sacks. All right, Keely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll see. Maybe our kicker will be good, and we'll just get
Berto,
the
I was just about to say that to I'm sorry. Go ahead. My bad.
no,
I was just going. Go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. I just want to shout out Berto, who was at the game this Sunday with me up in Foxborough, and we endured that together, unfortunately, and actually saw Parker Romo missing it consistently prior to the game. If we're honest, missing kicks. So it was kind of a little bit of an omen that came back to roost. But yeah, that was that was.
So you guys kind of already knew he was gonna miss that kick.
I was so excited that Drake made the catch. I was so excited that he made the catch, and it was so funny. You could ask Berto when he made the catch, and the ref never signaled touchdown. They never signaled it, and then they showed it on the big screen. And at first, the fans were like, "No," and they showed it on the big screen. And when that second foot hit, ask Berto, it was like somebody punched the air out of a balloon. And it got real quiet. And I
Oh,
told the guy next to me, I said, hold up, we gotta hit the extra point. And
mm,
you see what happened.
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
it's a heartbreaker. What I was gonna say to Birdo is shout out to Birdo, and
Yes.
again, anybody who can hear our voice, make sure all these good, great fucking content creators that came in here today, shout out to you all. I actually watched Birdo. I've never caught his actual show. I just caught him on the NFC South Roundtable. So shout out to him on that. And Falcon fans, if you can hear my voice, please subscribe to that because I am sick and tired of them jumping on Birdo in there. Like it be the whole NFC South. Like why we gotta be like why y'all attacking us? Like what? Oh
Man.
man, I be in there screaming like Bert. Like again, I understand Birdo can't, but I'd be like, man, Birdo, you better cuss them out, like bruh. Like
Yeah.
oh man, it's so infuriating watching them jump Birdo. But anyway, shout out to Birdo for
Yeah.
keeping his cool because Coach would not be able to do it. I guess that's why they don't ever ask me because that show be shut down immediately because ain't no way.
Berto got a short fuse too, bro. Don't tick my man
Oh
off. Berto,
man, they be giving Birdo the business in that. I'd be like, man, y'all don't leave. Like, bro, come on now. But anyway, so Uncle Steve, we've reached the end of our show, man. And I want to appreciate you from the bottom of my heart, all the people in the chat, from the bottom of my heart, and the bottom of our heart here at the Coach's Corner. Thank you for rocking with us today. I want everyone that
Yeah.
also can hear my voice to send prayers up for our other co-host Keely,
Co-host.
who is in. I don't know if he's in the air now or whatever, but he's traveling. So prayers for him while being on the highway, byways, and airways.
Safe travels.
Uh,
Safe travels,
so
Keely.
safe travel to the guy Keely. Again, thank you. Go ahead and let the people know where they can find you on your platforms.
uh, first and one thank um everyone from Uncle Steve's Lounge, and I really mean this. I need everybody to stop what you're doing, run over to the Coach's Corner, please. Hit the subscribe button first, then the like button. And I want you to hit the like button, but more importantly, we want y'all to subscribe because they put out this good content, and it's always great to have different opinions and new faces and new personalities in this space. It's never enough, especially when you're dealing with the therapy we have to go through with these Falcons every week. So I think it's awesome to have these folks here. Second, I'd like to thank Deb. I'd like to thank Dre and over wherever you are, Keely. I want to thank you all for allowing me to come on. What ticks me off about having a show that you start really getting into it and then it's over is because you having a good time and you enjoying your folks here, and that's what I've had today. I want to extend an invitation to you guys to Uncle Steve's Lounge, and I'm pretty sure we'll get together and do our thing over there too. But thank you so much, and thank everybody out there. And look, y'all, y'all can act like the season over with. Season not over with. And technicality, we haven't even reached the halfway point yet.
Right, right.
I'm riding this thing out to see how it works, y'all. Let's just see what happens. Let's just see. Who knows? Let's just see. Thank you again.
We will see. We will see. Thank you so much for coming and chatting with us, Uncle Steve. It was very nice to meet you. Everybody that came in and commented and kicked it with us tonight, thank you for being here. I hope you guys enjoyed our show. Definitely, we'll be back next Wednesday, every Wednesday, 7 p.m. Central Time, 8 Eastern Time. But we'll be back here next Wednesday after the Colts matchup to break down whatever happens. But until then, I'm Mexi B, aka Deb. This is Coach with me and our guest of the night, Uncle Steve. I hope everybody has a great night and rise up.
Stay blessed.